Like they made the statue big enough? We were landing so close to the action.
We got bases down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
Your 2061st reminder to keep all personal items with you. Attention passenger, you are running 21,027.5 hours late for your train.
Wow, this station's sure going to scrap since last I stepped about. Wonder if we'll be hitching a ride anywhere quick.
Until the next tram arrives.
Looks like folks holed up here after the fighting started. Guess not everybody was eager to take sides.
We got an appointment to keep at Matriarch's mercy. Let's just hope we don't get shelled too.
Who there?
Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander. How are you still upright over there?
Need some help first. Practicing some battlefield medicine.
Commander, watch your vitals! Not getting up without help, Commander!
Marginal, Commander.
Knew you had my back.
Liquidate him!
Got company, Commander. The unfriendly kind.
Armed and ready.
Locked and loaded. Get the signal. The idea of the kill them before you die. Hey, keep me in. Help me out. Not exactly in fighting shape at the moment. On the ground.
Reloading
better
so
spot.
I can unload! You got trouble! Trouble in
Give the order and I'll take care of them, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you. You lot couldn't hit the front side of the plane.
Got my lamps on a hot.
Error. Greetings. This unit is unable to fulfill its programming. Are you able to assist this unit in its assigned duties? This unit is unable to execute its programming due to tampering. Navigational and other systems have been compromised. This unit is now being used as a target, which is not among its designated functions. This unit must return to Matriarch's mercy. to dispense medical care in order to fulfill its programming.
Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure, always.
So you did come. Good. I'm not partial to working with those given to second thoughts. It seems we arrive on a desolate scene. I don't know what transpired, but whatever it was killed the refugees to a person. As an Arbiter, I bear a strong stomach. But if you've any reservations about witnessing destruction visited upon the innocent, you'd best steel yourself. I hope your words are true, for carnage is a more than apt descriptor today. I've some theories on the refugees' killers, but I remain unsatisfied. Although I am not required to do so as an Arbiter, I would care to acquire proof. We operate under the Sovereign's indefatigable will, thus we do not need proof. But my training was somewhat unique in that it emphasized the value of thorough investigation. Let us comb the remnants of this charnel house. What sort of life was this, without the Sovereign's guidance? These people could have been saved if they simply hadn't deviated from the paradigm. sizer, all right. Shame about all this blood. I just polished these boots. I cannot help but feel a pang for these people, cut down without a hope of defense. We must uncover what transpired here. Inform me. I doubt it factored in their inadequacy in the face of a superior force, assuming there was a superior force. An apt theory, yet there are no signs of a large force's egress. The automech should have mounted a consistent defense, but there are no signs this occurred. Did you have anything else? Someone visited much carnage on this place while leaving few signs of their presence. Did you learn anything by examining the body? I ascertained the burn wounds, but I theorized plasma damage, not electrical. Seems I must brush up on my ballistic know-how. That automechanicals would fall in the camp's defense is logical. That there would only be one is not. Did you notice anything interesting about it? Meaning its combat protocols were active for quite some time before it was destroyed. You're certain you've combed the place to your liking? Then let us debrief and see if we can deduce what transpired here. Have you any theories as to what killed these people? I have a strong theory, but there are gaps. I'd like to hear your own analysis, and we may compare where our ideas converge. No. Sub Rosa could have cleaned this entire business up without anyone knowing were that the case. Focus on observations. Although I'm no ballistics expert, the death wounds on the corpses appear to match those inflicted by an automech. Have any theories about the automechs that did this? My thoughts exactly. How do you believe they were compromised? It's too convenient. I submit that the refugees predominantly used the local shortwave tower to control their automechs. The saboteur commandeered it and sent out an override. The only remaining puzzle piece is why. Why go through all this trouble to eliminate a handful of isolated refugees? Yes, that relay tower in the rear of the camp was clearly not built by the refugees, but stolen from the Protectorate, which likely means that they were Protectorate as well. The refugees must have used it to listen in on Protectorate communications, then sold what they learned to Sub Rosa. After the Vox Relay's recent destruction, High Command would have ordered a security sweep of all communication systems. This outpost's relay would have returned a signal. Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have dispatched a sentinel to cross off any would-be traitors. Hence the destruction we bear witness to. I do pride myself on my thoroughness indeed. though not all arbiters feel the need to be equally thorough. Now with that finished, we... Hold. Some things approach. Be ready. I suspect someone has disapproved of our inquiry. Seems the machines returned, bent on eliminating any stragglers. To arms!
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Looks like a fight.
I'm the one you need to worry about. I'm at.
That was a hardy engagement. You held your own admirably. These automechs will never be used to perpetrate such heinous acts again.
Can't say I... Anyhow, was there something you needed?
I believe we're at the end of our investigation. The prospect of sharing our findings with the broker isn't terribly appealing, but we've little choice. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport and return to Free Market Station. Pleasure fighting beside you. Be sure you return to Free Market Station to debrief with me. Despite our work here, I somehow doubt the broker would grant an audience to me alone. Salutations once more.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. We managed to accomplish our goals. This counts for more than a little, I'd say.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an Arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind? Sharp. I like it. Thank you kindly.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
Yes. Yes, it was. I'd hoped to be proven wrong, but vindication has cemented my resolve. I shall uncover what happened, no matter what.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside, if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
Yeah, how about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject direct like from Bastion, middle of the Protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject? Forgive me for withholding my applause.
You're jealous of my charms.
Yeah, real jealous. So are the half-dozen Asiad execs I recruited last week. We're all just vomitous with envy.
The Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that Had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together? I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow? Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end. Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
Fine. But if this uptight tin can swings that hammer anywhere near me, there's gonna be trouble.
Right. But don't come to me with tears if your new friend decides to judge you the moment I've gone.
Let us be off, Commander.
Another refugee? Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. Ah, I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning trabecules. Peaceful
If
silence.
we factor for random elements offsetting certain key variables...
How long are we meant to stay here?
What's the order? I'm not in the prediction list.
Every scientician yearns to visit the archive on Cloister. One day, we will process all.
By the law. It's you. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help. Since you aren't a refugee, I hope you understand that
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can do better.
All evidence to the contrary.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Reach. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability? In the future, a simple no will suffice. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Reach? Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble? Such a statement implies the opposite is also true.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse. And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly. The agent's only curious. Obviously, Victor's work has something to do with Enrays, but beyond that, I haven't a clue. More of that pesky compartmentalization, I'm afraid. Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay. Victor is dedicated. Single-minded, one could say. I've always thought highly of his analytical skills as a researcher. Less so his social ones, perhaps. Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order. Whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Fully, Scholar. Given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate? Choosing levity at a moment like this is only further evidence of your lack of good judgment.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace. I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The Oracle?
The one watching you, right? Uses a tracking algorithm? Never miss. Never misses? Sounds ambitious. Even. Even for him.
If we must break our backs for the Order, I prefer to...
1,068.5 pardons. I haven't any time for... Unless you have author, I haven't any.
Because if we compare the dust accumulation
rats.
to ounce,
I swear, it's
we
nigh
gain
on
minute
impossible to find
insight
decent
into
animal
the
remains.
grand plan.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Algorithmic dissonance.
My soup is new. There is an art to cooking. Alas, with soup bread. Some people think
The very
bread.
idea is
There is an art to cooking. Some people think soup doesn't qualify as a meal. Those people are incorrect and rude.
Tomorrow's lecture on effective daily planning will be preempted by a 6-hour course in remedial differential geometry.
The grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe.
Can't say I'm fond of these lodgings.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I shall not stay your execution.
Architect. I hope this does not turn back into an active war. This is the Order's anti-air control center. If you don't have specific business here, kindly keep me.
Serenium Manufactory 7 is presently under lockdown. Unauthorized entry is barred due to contrivance malfunction, laboratory mishap, and/or miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zerania Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? We don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir. This is Factor Maytugging. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Very well. Come inside and we'll see the sorted. Building on the left.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting... So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Wait, is that an Auntie's Choice enhanced soldier with you? Oh, I see what this is. Stay back. We have no desire to escalate things further. Don't do something you'll regret.
We want answers, not a fight. And if indeed there's any retribution to be had, it won't be by my hand. Tell him, Commander.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away. Yes, the source of the explosion was unmistakably Zeranium. It is exceedingly volatile unless handled correctly. The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's Choice. One of our transport pods filled with Zeranium was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location. We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible. The initial evidence looks rather conclusive. And we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to knock the dangers and dangers.
Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or as a hack?
What I'd like to know is why our illustrious seer provided zero the process a low-functioning functionary at best. Just look at this mess. An explosion.
Well, running a manufacturing must.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Desensitization
yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. But I haven't even told you the worst part. How Alva took control. The subsequent, albeit strangely indirect, obloquy and vituperation. The lives lost. How fortuitous we all are you happened by. We could certainly use a heavily armed anomalous outlier at this very moment to stop that rogue before she strikes again. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Baratheon's Calicity as slavering? Now, how much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
Of course she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
Investigator. Factor said head on in.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend? Ah, an Auntie's Choice grafted soldier. You poor dear. And someone else. Could that be a Protectorate Arbiter? All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. I was apparently at the wrong point in space at the wrong point in time. Really? Do you see me, a saboteur? Oh, don't they always attempt to, flee the scene? I'll tell you exactly what happened. Our transport pod leveled outpost opportunity. I immediately realized someone must have bypassed my terminal. I initiated a lockdown to block further tampering. Had I not, additional attacks may have continued. Now, despite a long record of dedicated service, who's being blamed for this calamity? Me, somehow. I hate to speak poorly of management, but we workfolk around the manufactory consider the proctor something of a petty bureaucrat, dear. I assume she's acting as any functionary would, assigning blame to appear in control. Well, you know the type, surely. Dear me, I wish I knew. But, actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all... Why, yes! I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. Certainly, of course. If you help me uncover who's responsible, I will gladly open this door. Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the plan favor us against long odds.
May all your endeavors add to the equation. Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded by that.
Our Earth Directorate friend.
Well, hello. Have an update to share with Initiate Alva?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time. Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
You examined the launch records, yes? Did you find anything, dear? I suppose the data wipe was meant to cover their trail. The physical records would have been altered, dear, presumably by some difficult-to-discern chemical means. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zeranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit. Part of me would like to tease you right now and say, you're not very good at cards, are you, dear? But if you're still on the fence about me, I shouldn't want to tip you over. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
Always account for standard deviation.
Had plenty of managers like Svoboda back on Tau Ceti. Couldn't take responsibility for nothing.
suppose you'll do.
Factor's been in there a while now.
You'd think if she were responsible for the attack, she'd have happily thrown it in my face.
You need a house phone.
Finally, a favorable happenstance. After I became stuck in here, those organisms appeared, all hungry-eyed and slavering profusely. The door jammed. Not sure how. Worked perfectly acceptably earlier. Depends on your level of moxie and know-how, I suspect. Let me think. You could try jimmying the door open if you have engineering expertise. Or, I don't know, engage in a routine advanced physical regime. Otherwise, the safety reset is in a wall panel around the corner, though that seems a bit boring for a dynamic sort like you. That much I certainly can do.
Little pick-me-up for you. My injury rest raring to go. Commander, you're bleeding.
My thanks and my hammer.
To service.
Oh, hello, dear. Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
Hold on now. We should really discuss what you found, not rush headlong into making a verdict.
I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party, so I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Her possible involvement notwithstanding, Constance Svoboda is an Order Proctor, and I cannot abide her cold-blooded murder. Especially by someone we clearly know so little about. You are far more capable than some back manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint. I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda. I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
Wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Wait, you can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Search away, Commander. I shall keep an eye on the weapon hand of our new... compatriot.
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look. This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors. The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here. This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue. Been trying to tell myself I didn't miss it. But in action, I fear, ill suits me. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I'd propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say? Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Supposing that means no joyrides and no scratching the paint? I can manage that. Until later, Commander.
Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
Stop deviating from the baseline.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts.
Get it while it's energized.
use medical support.
Impossible in my present condition.
No attack. Vitals are in the red, Commander. There be none. Purification in progress. Negative. Recharge incomplete. I'm ready. Yeah. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Short on targets at the moment.
Ready to dispense judgment! I cannot fight a phantom foe!
Passes are deployed. Free energy if you can reach it. On whom exactly?
is up for grabs. And standing by to stupefy.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Abbot Newell sent you to my manufactory to lower tensions with Well, the order has been made out to be in the wrong here. It would be a shame for hostilities to reignite before we find out. May all...
No jostling. With a few buckets of bleach, some combustible fluid, and a pouch.
You're at
I admit to a pang at this sight. I once visited this station with the first person I... never mind. Much like everything in Golden Ridge, this building is long past its heyday.
Let's get you healed. To the rescue. Sight unseen. Looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Impossible in my present condition.
Medical pack out. Help me end this fight on my feet. Back in, prescription filled. Won't be terrorizing anyone now.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
There's a strange sort of humor in the onset of the first war in Arcadia's history, within a few days of my being assigned here. As far from Protectorate society as possible, Golden Ridge suffers under an invading force, and moreover, it appears that our Order colleagues have betrayed us. At first, I lamented my isolation, but I've realized I was where I needed to be of service. The scores of abandoned subjects need a leader. I have enlisted the staff at these estates to help accept the first influx of still loyal Protectorate refugees. More shall come. I shall lead them out of the shadows and into the light. For the good of the Protectorate. This is my calling.
Seems a handful of Auntie's choice soldiers, so...
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked?
Right, officer? We saw the impact and got over here fast as we could. If there's anything we can...
We can do to part you from your bits while you're desperate? Yeah, I know your type. You go private, but then lurk in the shadows like manta wasps looking to prey on easy marks. You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot? Yeah? And what exactly makes you so sure of that? Huh. Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Not like we can muster a counterattack or anything. But even if I did believe you, so what? Seriously? You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, "Hello, Maven of all marketing. Just letting you know that this scrutinization officer says everything's hunky-dory. You've clearly been out in the Dorado sun for too long." Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you as someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. And normally I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness. It's bad practice. But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately, my luck's been right miserable. I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me. You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you a word of peace and harmony up the chain. What's good for me is good for you, see? Quid pro quo. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intentions. Encourage me to take your side. That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill us the good old-fashioned way, it also caused serious poisoning. My contract medicalist over there is literally up to her elbows in it, her hourly rate is ridiculous, and our damn autodocs have gone on the fritz from the workload. You get her the compression coil she needs to make the autodocs work, and that should cut her billable hours in half, and then I'll send your message. There's been a murder at one of our forts. Trooper's accused of poisoning her senior officer for some preposterous reason. Problem is, I'm already short on medical specialists. The last thing I can do is waste one for days just to find out if she did or didn't toxify him. Go find out who done it, and I'll send the message you're asking for. This is gonna make no more sense for me saying it than it's gonna make for you hearing it, but apparently, the senior officer at one of my forts is a mantisaur. A real, actual, pincer-faced, carapace-having mantisaur. Not a half-human one, or a psychic one, or a talking one, just a regular old, head-munching mantisaur. Anyways, there's some dispute over who his second should be, and he can't exactly decide himself. So go sort it out for me, and I will gladly send your message. Now, you know that's an irrevocable deal, right? As in, please remember it's legally binding, and I will sue you if you fail to get it done. So don't let either of us down.
In standing amidst the smoldering ruins of this outpost, the bleeding bodies of his comrades, this fellow thinks only of profit. Auntie's choice is truly odious.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Wonderful. And with your sincerity assured by the bits in my pocket, I feel absolutely confident in your professed innocence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a whole mess of hassle I've got to dig myself out from under.
No updates on my side of things. Anything I can do to assist you? Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will. Welcome back. Anything I can do to assist? Oh, of course. What would you like to discuss? No updates on anything I can do to assist you? Yes, what have you discovered? Oh, you've lessened the load on my mind considerably, and you have the Order's gratitude. Any other updates?
About me, was it?
I converse with many members of the Order on a number of subjects. No doubt I was extolling Seer Wiley's numerous virtues. We can discuss this more at a later time.
Raring to go.
Somebody there? Unleash my might upon them!
First. Back in, out of sight, and on the way. Happy to help. Discreetly. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
My injuries are not superficial.
Crinkly, let's get you healed.
Someone call for a medic.
You have my thanks and my hammer. I shall reduce them to a...
House call.
Now factor ahead.
I cannot fight a phantom foe. This war has wrought many terrors upon the village. Cultists are one of the more insidious terrors.
Cowards! You've never bested me without self-defense! And I'll show you how it's true until I fight!
Villains abound.
Out of sight and on me.
Need a target.
Get you healed.
I despise that difference. And yet I must.
Back in business.
have my...
Out of sight and on the way. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
Let me out of here! I'm here at the behest of the Exalted Leader. You betrayed the Glorious Dawn!
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but no matter. Serves me right trying to help those sorely lacking in the gray matter. But they rightly paid for their transgression. Betraying someone sent by the Exalted Leader of the Glorious Dawn herself warrants a painful death. Name's Aza. You are? We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and distraught. The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection. The rifts are a device of the architect to hasten humankind's perfection. They reduce whatever comes into contact with them to mathematically perfect information. We are nothing but that information, but we cannot see that because we exist in a chaotic and disordered reality. The universe is decaying, and our efforts to manage it are futile. The rifts are a perfectly ordered phase of existence. No chaos, no striving, no suffering. Peace and unity with the architect themselves. None whatsoever. All I know is that they were planning on killing me by filling my room with Zeranium gas. I was here to help them scavenge for old order technology to further investigate the wonder of the rifts. There is one other thing. I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools were only part of the contingent that betrayed me. I aim to see them pay the same price. Though maybe with more disemboweling. Your violent tendencies could be of great help to me there, as I'm sure mine could be of service to you. If you deign to take me on, of course. Nothing that will live to regret, but it seems like you've already a full contingent with you.
Really, Commander? You're swapping me out for her? All right. When you need someone you can actually trust, you know where to find me.
Oh, what are we waiting for? Let's go kill us some traitors.
Now this is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
We can hear those wriggly little grub fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Stop your silliness, fool! The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends. .36 cubed, divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you...
Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in their work? This is just embarrassing.
There's a cultist behind you! Wait, surely she isn't with you. Fine. Just please keep her away from me. Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body. Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. That he's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, and with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy...
Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom. If I was in charge here, all of you'd be dead. He soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well. The crazed cultist, people like your friend here, have been sowing destruction throughout the range for... I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient. You can attempt such, but if my current state is any indication, the cultists are unlikely to be sporting with you. Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. I appreciate your aid. I'm go-
Windows look grim, Commander.
I believe that device on the counter is the N-ray scanner. Let us hope this is not one of the Order's unstable prototypes.
You cannot threaten the Federation.
I've eyes on a missing.
Weapon prime!
Surprised that the Order would contrive such an inane backup system. I hope we needn't solve a mathematical proof if one of us need visit the restroom.
You've opened the way forward.
I shall return the bound. Straight ahead!
This might sting. Step aside. Recharge for me. Sorry.
My injuries are not superficial. You leave at once. You have my thanks and my hammer.
You there, you must leave. Is that a cultist with you?
Are we here to kill this guy, Commander? Good point. We'll kill him after we get the information.
I have nothing to say to the likes of you, except if you attempt to interrupt my work, you will no doubt meet the same end as your fellows. Leave.
This guy is hilarious. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes how much more worried he should have been about me and all the other nonsense around here.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3?
If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the Order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this. Victor, I fully... Dead is dead. But if we... And the longer... But I should remind you...
Everything must become nothing before it can become everything.
Angelus killing tool who has isolated you from my hand. How dare...
Aggressor at hand.
On what target? Destroy my life will avenge my death.
Target distance is too great. You must keep your blood within, Commander!
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Unfriendly company. They're gone.
God, you know.
Look at the sad little sprat in his corrugated metal cage. Why don't you unlock
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scientists. Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cults.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitorous charlatans.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have him. Damn that Victor, and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I won't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-ray. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. There's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Also, I strongly recommend against exposing yourself to process. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerate. But if you're not attached to the solid state of the organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less visible for a few hours. Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a No, they are physically here, but only partially. Hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted.
Weapon Prime!
I never wanted this situation to escalate like this. You must understand. But now, all that I wanted is cast to the wind. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die. The time for talk ends forever!
My fellow Loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Unsurprising that a group of betrayers would be betrayed by their own. Let us track this seer down and give him a thorough bludgeoning.
Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them. The leader of a cell. In this case, that would be Ziegler. And extinguishing him is obviously our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. I saw one of them earlier. We should go see what information it will yield to us. I'll mark your map with its location. This is it, the Dawn's communication device. Let's see what I can find on it. Not much, but there are a few encrypted messages from Ziegler reporting on a rift in Paradise Island he was sent to study. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways. I'm right behind you, but not in a threatening way.
Architect! First an attack on the monastery, and now the lift code's not working? Am I misremembering it? No. Unless... Wiley would know this, I'm sure.
What is with the anomalous behavior?
How in the void were you able to call the lift? No, never mind. Best not to question a solved problem. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. Before you leave, there's more you should know. While you were conducting your investigation, I was able to piece together the representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in No? How grand! Then we are all ready. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Finally, a chance to judge members of the Order. Just the traitor.